What's up? We are Why Don't We?
What's up?
Welcome
What's
back to our mini podcast, The Good Times and the Bad Ones, Influences.
Let's go.
Where we talk about all the music that inspired our new album, The Good Times and the Bad Ones. And this next one is called Be Myself.
Daniel, I think you should take this one away.
Dude, I'll take a gander into the depths of Be Myself.
All by himself.
By myself. Yeah. Be Myself, dude. This one is very special.
Love this song.
I started this one one night. I think it was like 2 a.m. Me and the guys just got done with probably the most real conversation we had in a while.
Yeah.
Jack came into the room. Well, we were all in the studio thinking of just, maybe we make a song, maybe we, just hang out. We didn't really know what to do. And that was because that was the first time we had hung out in probably 4 months.
Yeah.
And prior to that, we had been on tour for about 3 years, to give you a little backstory. And we didn't really have any days off. So we were together every day for the last 3 years. And for the first time in our journey as a band, we took 4 months off of kind of even seeing each other. So the first time we saw each other, it was weird because we came from this high of tour and did, the craziest stuff together. We played for thousands of people. We, traveled the world together and got chased by fans to, meeting up in this small little room together. And I don't know, it was weird. We just all were, very anxious, and it was kind of like the come down of reality hit us all, and we were all really anxious. And Jack, he had a kid, a beautiful little girl named Lavender. Not to speak fully for himself, but or for him, but he, I think, had the heat of the anxiety more than any of us. He really took on, a lot to deal with in light of us already, kind of being in a weird come down of being home again. So Jack opened up that day and was like, yo, I'm so anxious. I've never been anxious. And he was like, I miss just having fun together. I miss, how life was back on the road. I miss you guys. And he was like, I just don't want to feel like this anymore. And I'd rather tell you than keep holding it in. And we all just equally were like, yeah, same.
I feel you, man.
Reality is tough, and I will say tour is an escape and work is an escape, and anyone can relate to, there's so many ways to escape, but facing it is the worst.
Right.
And it does pay off though, because the second he brought it up, we all felt like we could just really be close again.
Yeah.
The second he, talked about
Really?
it. So that's where the song came from. Later that night, I think I started the idea. I brought it to them the next day.
You showed us the next day at the studio.
Yeah, and I was like, but I was unsure that it was maybe like too left field,
Yeah, I remember.
It was different than anything we made.
That's true.
But we loved it. We were
thank God.
Right away.
We were all like,
song.
bro, this is so
This is
amazing.
gas.
Like,
Yeah.
how did you write this?
I don't even think we even thought about putting it on the album. I think we just did.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were
I
like,
even
this
remember
is
thinking,
going
yeah.
on the album,
Yeah.
100%.
I remember listening to the song after he showed us on my way home just that night, and I really listened to the lyrics that time, and I remember I just started bawling my eyes out because I was like, whoa, this is everything I'm going through. And the next day I went to I saw Daniel again, and I went up to him, I hugged him, I was like, yo, thanks for writing this, because this is exactly how I'm feeling. He's like, I wrote it about you. And I was like, damn. Because it's just it's just real moments make the best songs.
Yeah,
So,
it's crazy too, because that song didn't really have any influence. It just happened. It just was guitar, and literally pulling from everything you said that day. It was but it was one of the only songs I think I've written, at least, that didn't have any sort of I want it to sound like this or this. It just was the song.
Yeah, exactly.
When I heard it for the first time, I felt like it sounded a lot like "Stay" by Post Malone, which was pretty cool because that was one of my favorite songs too at the time. And like even just the message of that song, like that song's a pretty like deep kind of song too. So I was like, damn, what a cool like comparison. But it's funny that you didn't even pull it from that because it just, I feel like acoustic guitar is like that though. It's so calming and like I really hope that this song too can help our fans or anybody that listens really feel like they're not alone in whatever they're feeling, because that's, you know, oftentimes the biggest thing is like feeling that way and feeling like nobody knows what it's like. I mean, the reality is, though, as cliche as it is like everybody's been through that to some extent. And, you know, for some it's worse than others.
You're not alone.
But we've all felt it. Jack felt it major. You know, there were times where you wouldn't even come
I
to
don't
the
even
studio
know how
because you were just like,
I don't know how you did it, bro. Like, I was anxious about little things like, oh, my friends back home are weird now that, you know, things are different.
Yeah.
Like all this little stuff, and you're like, I'm taking care of a kid. Like, that's a lot,
I know.
dude. Like, it's pretty bizarre that
the thing I've realized is like, it's funny because my mom told me this. She was like, you'll never realize like how strong the human body is. And I took that because I'm looking at my mom and she had 4 kids. Like she got pregnant at 20 years old with my sister and had her at 21. And, you know, I had a child at 19. So, like, she, like, understood, like, how I felt.
Right.
And, you know, it's just, like, crazy. Like, when you look at, like, women, like, they have kids and they, like, go through all of that, like so many emotions. And it's, like, I look at them and I'm like, holy crap. Like, you are
Been through a lot.
strong.
Yeah.
So it made me realize, like, when I came home from tour and I realized, like, holy crap, I don't have to do anything. Like, it was so fast-paced to just nothing, so fast that it made my brain just, like, immediately be like,
out.
yo, like, you are living reality now. Like, you need to focus on, like, the real life stuff. And I was like, whoa. So, you know, in a sense, it was, like, terrifying. But at the same time, you know, now I get to watch my daughter grow, which is amazing. So, you know, there's positives and negatives to everything. And like I said this earlier in a Zoom meeting today, like Corbin said, it hit me like a train. He goes, life is like a bouncy ball. He's like, you're going to throw it on the ground. It's going to go up and down and up and down. And I was like, holy crap, like, that's so true. Like, literally, that is life. That is literally life. Like, you're going to be up here.
Simple as a bouncy ball.
You're going to be up here. You're going to be down there, up here, down there. Like,
until it just stops and it's just on the ground.
That's when you got to come in and chuck that thing.
That is life. That is literally
you gotta get your ass
you got to
up.
pick it back up and you got to make it bounce again.
Chuck it again. You better launch that into the sky.
Yeah. So
that's be myself. That's That's sort of all of that. That's
take another listen to it and really listen to the lyrics.
The lyrics are great.
They'll make you feel some type of way and hopefully provide you some comfort and some hope.
Our new album, The Good Times and the Bad Ones, is out everywhere right now, so check it out. And you can follow us at Why Don't We Music.
On everything.
Hope that you enjoy listening to this.
Yes.
peace. Much love.
Much love. We love you.